Good morning, afternoon, or night, my fellow cakes, and welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be another transition type video where I'm going to be talking about, my transition and a few other things kind of related, in the same ballpark of that. So, like I want to try to do every time I'm doing one of these videos is one, not have any makeup on, so you can really tell the difference that the HRT is making. So I'm kind of looking right now to look for some body fat redistribution. Typically you'll see more like fuller cheeks, the chin will look a little bit, thinner, and some other things similar of that nature. Now it's a very gradual thing, so there's probably not much of a difference from last week, but eventually what I'd like to do is take like photos or maybe like screenshots of my videos. I'll start before me even on HRT. Then I'll do it like when I very first started HRT, and then maybe do every 3 months, maybe do it weekly and have it like one of those long style ones. Not really sure how I want to go about that yet, but either way, I think that would be really cool. I mean, that's one of the things that I saw personally that I've found fascinating, honestly. So one of the things I want to talk about today, I kind of feel like it does go with my transition, is I received my first hate comment, guys. Um, my first hate comment was in my Darling in the Franxx video. It had nothing to do with the video, which, I mean, honestly, if you're gonna leave me hate, hate the opinions that I'm talking about. But it was just a simple comment of, ew, kill it. Now, I'm not going to put this person's name on blast because, I find that immature. But I decided they used their real name when they commented to look at their Facebook, do a little background check. They don't live anywhere near me, which, that made me feel better because sometimes when people are that hateful towards a group of other people, it can be dangerous. So I was relieved to know that they don't live near me. But they also don't seem to like anime at all. So that means that they were probably on YouTube searching like M to F tags or things of that nature because, of course I tag my videos like that just to leave hate comments, which really in general, if you don't really like something, why are you going to go out there and hate it and, leave negative comments and just put that out there? I don't really see the point in that. That seems like a lot of effort. Um, that's like me, for example. I don't really like football. I'm not going to go around and talk about how bad it is, comment on things about like, football sucks or, kill football players or something like that. People are entitled to like what they like. If it makes them happy and it doesn't hurt anyone, let them do it. I don't care. Um, but yeah, so in general, I don't think you should really hate or marginalize any group of people, whether it's a group of, minorities or, and by minorities, I'm not just saying people of color. I'm talking about any group of minority. I guess I would be considered a minority as well. Um, anyone from the community, also people of color, or even just groups of white people. Don't hate anyone. It's not cool. And it really shouldn't be going on nowadays. Let's see. Oh yeah, I wanted to also go over some of the other things that I've been personally told in my life. Um, I was told by someone close to me that real women do not need to wear makeup, or real women don't really wear makeup. And this was responded to me when I was saying that, I don't really get the time to put on makeup most of the time. My application is sloppy at best. I only have a year that I've been trying to do all this, so it's a lot of learning. I'm going through the learning curve. But I was, saying when I do get to wear this makeup, it makes me feel more confident out in public, and that was the response I got. And that hurt because it was from someone that was supposed to be close. Um, let's see. I've also been dead named, or getting called the wrong pronouns in groups of people. And when that happens, I don't really know how to respond because if it's groups of people doing it, it makes me feel like I'm the one in the wrong for trying to say something. But honestly, I'm not in the wrong there, am I? Because I don't think it's that much to ask to be just called the right name. I mean, we make nicknames for things all the time, and people are fine with that. So But, my kind of own social fears that I have prevent me from really expressing myself when it comes to stuff like that. And, with both being getting the wrong gender pronouns or getting hate comments online, no, I understand why that happens. The hate comments online, no matter what you do online, that's going to happen. The pronouns is, I mean, I look pretty androgynous right now, so that's where it's coming from, I'm guessing, but I more see it as just a general lack of disrespect towards me, and it hurts. And it happens all the time. It's not just from people I know either. It's from in public, at my job. By in public, I mean like, shopping or walking around a park or something like that. Um, so yeah, but I don't want to just talk about negative aspects because there's totally lots of positive to this. So since I've come out, I've been trying to, find my style. Which before I came out, I would classify my style as kind of like a dirty raver style, but it's also because I didn't really care that much about my hygiene back then. I mean, I still showered and stuff, but I didn't take care of myself as well as I should have because, I was constantly depressed at that time. And yeah, I still love the raver style. EDM is my favorite genre of music, and I know EDM is just a very broad term for electronic music in general. I personally like, dubstep and rhythm and some hard style and stuff like that. So I still like the bright colors and everything like that, but I've more found that I kind of lean towards the pastel goth, fairy kai, and pretty much anything kawaii type of styles. So I've been trying to find sites that are like an affordable price range that sell those type of things. So I'm starting to be able to now find sites that are like that. So I'm gonna try to slowly build up my wardrobe into, things like that I want to express myself in. And I'm super appreciative of everyone that's ever donated me any type of clothes or plan on donating me clothes. Gladly take anything, and thank you so much. All I'm trying to say is I'm also trying to build up my own style because when I came out about like a year and a half ago, I purged a lot of my clothing. I kept all my band tees because they're just band tees. I don't think that's, um, gender specific by any means, and really clothing in general shouldn't be. But it helps to wear traditionally female clothes out in public to try to pass more. So I lost a good amount of my wardrobe. Like I used to wear like baggy jeans all the time because I wasn't confident in myself. So I completely purged that. So now I'm a little bit behind on the curve. Living paycheck to paycheck. It's hard to spend just that $40 on one simple cardigan because it's super cute and fits this very specific style that I like. But I found some sites now, so it'll be exciting to build that up and find the style that I like to wear. Um, I would also like to learn how to do some cosplay. My goal for with the cosplay thing is try to incorporate that into my videos. I think that could be a lot of fun. Kind of like that thumbnail that I did for the Darling in the Franxx video, how I had the horns and the fang teeth. But actually be wearing something like that for the whole video in theme with what I'm talking about. I think it would be really exciting and fun to do, and if I got good in cosplay in general, that's something that I'm so nerdy. I'd love to go out in public and just go shopping like that. I don't mind, looking like in full cosplay doing public things. So, yeah, in general, I think learning that would be fun. Obviously, that's down the line, but definitely want to try to incorporate that into the videos. I also wanted to talk about some surgeries. Like, I think I may have mentioned in my last video about like how I want to eventually get some like FFS, which is facial feminization surgery. And I personally believe that is something that should be free. And I can understand how that's a controversial topic, but just hear me out on this. And of course you're entitled to your own opinion. But like when you're out in public, people generally are looking at you in your face, not your genitals. So for me, like, I have this brow ridge here. They say that the bump in the nose, and again, I might have said this in my last video, but they say the bump in the nose is a traditionally male thing. And, the way my chin is shaped as well. Now, not to say that that's a bad thing, but it does make every day harder. So when people are obviously looking at your face, if you could soften up those regions, it would help tremendously for day to day. I wouldn't get as harassed. I wouldn't be stared at. Like today when I was shopping, I had someone shove into me because I was standing next to my cart. Lady just shoved right into me. So in general, I feel like it would help my day-to-day life. And also that goes along with top surgery as well. I understand that top surgery, when you're taking hormones, you can't do top surgery for about 5 years, and that makes sense given the interaction with the hormone changes. You don't want it to end up having to get surgery again like 3 years later. But I do believe that top surgery should be free as well. And I'm not saying that bottom surgery shouldn't be free, because it is free in some places, as it should be. But I'm just saying that FFS and top surgery should be free as well. And when I say top surgery, I also mean for F to M's as well, which is female to males. Um, but yeah, like in my own personal experience, I can get extremely dysphoric where I can't even look at myself in the mirror. So I'll wake up in the morning and, I still have facial hair that grows on my face. I gotta shave my face. And I think I've said this before, but nonetheless, it's still what happens every day. So I have to shave my face and be forced to look at myself for, no, I don't know, 5 minutes like that. And on those days where I'm feeling extremely dysphoric, it's rough because I know I'm going to go out in public and definitely be stared at and definitely be misgendered by somebody at some point, which is hard. I'm just trying to go about my day. Um, I would also at some point like to be able to make merch. I might have said this a couple of times now, but it really is a goal of mine to be able to make some unique style of merch. Obviously the standard t-shirt that you see a lot of other people making is awesome, and I would totally like to make some stuff like that as well. I just like to also try to make some more unique things, like I don't really know at this time, maybe like a unique purse, or something cake related. Maybe like a cake storage jar, like, change jars, just something fun like that. And what I'd like to do with that money, obviously, at first, I would like to try to, do my own FFS surgeries, and, other things down the line. But I would also like to try to give back to the community as much as I could after that. Because I know me personally, it's hard. It's hard. Majority of people live paycheck to paycheck. So if I did end up taking off where I ended up having money like that, extra money, I would definitely try to give back to the community, spread awareness. That's kind of the whole point of doing these type of videos, is try to spread awareness of as well. I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud to be a transgender woman. But also, don't get me wrong, I would like it for people to recognize me as just a woman, because I am still just a woman. You know, Sometimes when you say trans woman like that, it makes people feel kind of marginalized, like trans woman means I'm not a full woman, which, could be my own insecurities as well. But regardless, passing, I believe, is something important. But passing shouldn't be everything. The whole experience of going through this is amazing. Getting to find myself, like I said earlier, kind of build upon and find my own style. That's really exciting to get to do. And, learning how to do makeup or different hair techniques or the proper way to, match patterns with solids and things of that nature. It's really just fun to learn it all and get advice from everybody. And, I've gotten so much support from people, which is just amazing. I've gotten so many tips. People have donated me clothes and makeup. And it's just so amazing to see that there's so many good, wonderful, wonderful people out there. Um, Also, I wanted to say that if, you're going through, feelings of gender dysphoria, you should try to find a way to see a therapist that specializes in gender dysphoria. Try to come up with a game plan with them, find out if medication is the right path, or if maybe you want to wait on medication, or, you don't need to take medication to transition either. For example, when I was off of my hormones, when that time that I was talking about before, where I lost my health insurance, that didn't make me any less of a woman. I just didn't have my meds. That's all it is. But seriously, if you're going through dysphoric feelings, reach out, find someone. Right here, I wrote down it's a trans lifeline. They are on Instagram. It's what's it called? The Sport Crisis Hotline. So if you need to talk to someone where you're getting these overwhelming feelings, I mean, I know my own dysphoria has made me almost self-destruct. I've had suicidal ideations. I've had addictions. It not being who you are destroys you from the inside out. So if you're feeling that way, please reach out, get support. You can even message me on here or on one of my other social medias, which I'll be plugging those down in the bottom. I'll gladly try to help you as much as I can, but definitely hitting that support hotline or getting a therapist is your best option there. Um, Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely do it. Subscribe right now to be an official cake and a member of Cakegang. We're the sweetest channel on YouTube that's not about cake. Tomorrow I am doing a review. I was supposed to be doing Brightburn, and I'm sorry for not doing it still. But with Sid Hayes passing away, who better known as Captain Spaulding, I decided to kind of make a video in honor of him. He was in The Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses before that, and I think he's in the brand new film, The Three from Hell, which I really want to see. So yes, I'm going to be going over his character, Captain Spaulding, in detail. And I've seen those movies before. I'm a big fan of them. So I'm really excited to do that. Love you all so much.